Welcome to Windsor Park, Riverside for this Women's Super League clash between Riverside Olympic and Glenorchy Knights, round 8 of the competition. Two sides that have made contrasting starts to their campaign. Glenorchy will be very happy with where they're sitting at the moment, currently in third place behind the big two, Devonport and South Hobart. They're also the only two sides that they've lost to this season. They've made a very good, strong start to the season. I interviewed the coach, Ivica Bologna, yesterday, and he was saying that their objective for the season was to get closer to those two, and they're certainly achieving that. The closest they got was last weekend in the Cup semi-final at Devonport when they took the lead through Eliana Diafakeris. But Devonport, as they always seem to manage to do, came back and won the game 2-1. And Ivica said that there were a few tears on the final whistle, but a lot of positivity because they realised how close they were getting to those big two. In contrast, Riverside Olympic have made a poor start to the season. They will not be happy with where they're at. Currently sitting in last place with just a solitary point, which came from an early season goalless draw at Lonnie City. Only scored 2 goals this season so far, Riverside, so we'll be keen to get more goals. But I watched their game the week before against South Hobart, last time in the league. They lost the game 6-0, but they looked posed a lot more threat up front. They hit the woodwork twice and were unlucky not to score. So I can run you through the lineups for today's game. Riverside starting with Monica Hernandez in goal, number 1, number 2, and the captain Meg Connolly. 4 is Zahara Bramall, 5 Eva Fidel, 7 Eloise Sorman, 9 Amy Littlechild, 10 is Annie Rietzma, 12 Skylar Higgins, 15 Kathleen Fuller, 18 Daisy Barber, 21 Estelle Tompkinson. On the bench for them is Kimberly Jackson, number 13, and Jazz Blanche, number 17. And they're coached by Emile Fidel with support from Tim West. Glenorchy, coached by Ivica Bologna, will line up with number 1 Monique Pinkovitz, 3 Bronte Gadden, 4 and the captain Sarah Bologna, 5 Summer Neal, 7 Eve Swan, 8 Zara McLeod, 9 and their top scorer Eliana Diafakeris, 10 Emma Christie, 12 Ebony Pitt, 17 Jemima Brown, 18 Graciela Baez, and on the bench for them 2 Charlotte Butler, 11 Eve Hughes, 13 Edie Tracy, 14 Ines Gadden, and their sub-goalkeeper number 21 is Alicia Burden. I've just spoken to both the coaches, so I expect Riverside to line up in the traditional 4-4-2 with Hernandez in goal and the back 4 of Fuller, Daisy Barber, Littlechild and Tompkinson. 4 in front of them will be Eloise Sorman on the right, Skylar Higgins and Annie Rietzma in the middle, Eva Fidel on the left, and up front Meg Connolly and Zahara Bramall. They were due to have Layla Brewster in the middle of the park, and I watched her play against South Hobart. I thought she had an excellent game in that contest, even though they lost the game. She was very strong in the middle. I was looking forward to seeing her play, but apparently she's picked up a leg injury in an under-17s game, so she had to withdraw today, and that forced a bit of a reshuffle. Bramall came in up top, and Skylar Higgins dropped back into the centre of the park, so they will line up 4-4-2. Glenorchy Knights more a 4-2-1-3, back 4 in front of the goalkeeper Monique Pinkovitz, a back 4 of Zara McLeod, Ebony Pitt, captain Sarah Bologna, and right back Summer Neal. A 2-1 in the middle of the park, Grazie Baez, number 18, and Emma Christie behind Bronte Gadden, and then this formidable front 3 that I'm very much looking forward to watching this afternoon. Plenty of goals between them. Coming in off the left is Eliana Diafakeris. She's got 6 goals so far this season across all competitions. Centre forward Jemima Brown has got 8 goals and wearing the number 17. And Eve Swan coming in off the right wing with 5 goals. Plenty of goals amongst them. So looking forward to seeing how they combine. Like I say, Glenorchy made a really strong start to the season. They've only lost 2 games in the league to South Hobart in round 4, 2-0, Devonport in round 2, 3-0, and then they pushed Devonport all the way last weekend in the Cup. And we're about to kick off. The referee today is Jamari Lockhart, and we're underway here at Windsor Park, Riverside. Lovely evening here. We've just watched an excellent men's game in the NPL between Riverside and South Hobart, which finished 1-1. It's not been a good day for South Hobart today. They lost in the Women's Super League earlier today at Launceston United. So Devonport coach Tom Ballantyne, who coaches both their men's and women's, has had a superb afternoon in Launceston without visiting the city. because United have beaten South Hobart in the Women's Super League and Riverside held South Hobart in the NPL. And a good crowd still in at Riverside today. Plenty of turnaround during the day. And Knights with an earlier attack, but cleared by Riverside keeper Monica Hernandez, very much a sweeper keeper. She likes to come out outside her box. She's not the tallest, but a very good shot stopper. So we have the two goalkeepers today. We've got Monica at one end and Monique at the other. Monique Pinkovitz, both getting an early touch of the ball. Riverside with a throw-in on the left wing into the Knights box. It's a good challenge. And Knights come away with the ball. I'm in this wonderful press box at Windsor Park, which is, it looks fantastic, and it is an impressive structure, but it's very difficult to see the corners, and there's plenty of cobwebs in here, so I've got a lot of spider friends. This is Annie Reedsma with the glasses back on, I noticed today. She played without glasses the last time I saw her play, but they're back on today. And Riverside on the attack. Nice one, this from Kathleen Fuller. And that looks like Eve Swan bringing the ball away for Knights and switching to the left wing. Picked up by Gracie Baez and knocked out to the left wing. Knights on the attack down this flank. Amy Littlechild gets it clear for Riverside. I watched the game when these two sides met in the first round of the season, and final scoreline was 5-0 to Glenorchy, which doesn't really tell the full story. It was quite a close game. It was goalless for nearly 70 minutes, which was largely down to Monica Hernandez. Knights on the attack now, coming in, and Hernandez saves that comfortably. She kept a clean sheet for nearly 70 minutes and was easily the best player in that game. But the player who turned that game, I felt, was Eve Swan on the right wing. She set up the first two goals, cutting in from the right. She didn't score, but she set up the first two goals, and Riverside were forced to make a switch. They pulled Meg Connolly back to left back to keep an eye on Swan, which left holes elsewhere, and Knights took full advantage and ended up winning 5-0. Knights on the attack now, coming in down the left.
Yes, Dave!
Ball's run out, I think, for a corner. Good defending there by Riverside. So yes, there was more to it than it sounded, but that was a good start for Glenorchy, and they've actually scored 5 goals on 6 occasions this season. I was saying earlier how many goals they get across the team. They are looking very potent in front of goal and not afraid to bang a few in. They beat Riverside 5-0, Taroona in the Cup 6-0, Taroona in the League 6-1, Ulverston in the Cup 6-0, Kingborough 5-3 and Lonnie City 5-0. Corner now for Glenorchy on the left-hand side. That's a good shot there from Swan on her left. Very good on both feet, I noticed. She switches flanks throughout the game. She prefers the right wing, but she's not afraid to go left wing and can use both feet. Good left foot volley there for a right winger. Fidel trying to put some pressure on the Knights' defence. Here's Connolly, wins possession for Riverside, right down in front of us. And Littlechild gets it forward. There's Fidel again, but Knights will claim the throw-in. Littlechild again, up towards Connolly. Takes possession, back to Fidel, who manages to kick Connolly in the backside. Skylar Higgins picking up the ball for Riverside. And a good challenge there by Estelle Tompkinson. Wins the throw-in. Up towards Fidel, daughter of the coach. And Connolly will get possession. Connolly into the area. Here's Meg Connolly with a chance. Excellent save by the keeper. Good early chance that for Riverside, but Monique Pinkovitz was equal to it. Suddenly thought Connolly was going to get her second of the season. She scored a couple of weeks ago in the 1-5 loss at Taruna. Riverside yet to lead a game this season. A solitary point coming up at Lonnie City in round 2. It's building patiently from left back, working the way forward, and they win a free kick 10 yards inside their own half on the left wing. In front of the home supporters on the far side, undercover over there. We've had a little sprinkling of rain, but nothing serious. Our cameraman's a bit nervous. He's out exposed. I've got a roof over my head here. I'm quite happy. Bit of shouting going on there from Ivica. He's not happy about something. It looks like he's going to go out for a goal kick. So 7 minutes gone. Cagey affair. Probably the best chance of the game so far falling to Riverside. Meg Connolly. I asked their assistant coach Tim West yesterday about where they play Meg, because she's played in lots of different positions around the side, and he said he feels she's a lot happier up top. She's been there for the last couple of games and has already scored now this season, but he said it's very much a week by week prospect, and they're happy to go with where Meg wants to play. She was used to 30 goal seasons when she was playing in the Women's Championship. It's a long ball forward towards Eve Swan on the right. Swan gets a crossover. Cleared by Annie Reedsma. Up towards Fidel. Can't take control. Sorry, Zahara Bremmel. Can't take control. Knights on the attack again. Towards Swan. Is that a foul? Yes, it is. Edge of the box. So yes, a lot of discussion each week as to where they're going to play Connolly, but she seems happy. She played up front against South Hobart last week with Skylar Higgins, and I thought the two looked really potent. They had their most chances of any game against the second best side in the state. So both of them hit the woodwork as well. So I think they were playing 5 at the back earlier in the season, and it wasn't really suiting them. Here's a chance now. Riverside on the attack, into the box. Good chance for Riverside. It's there! Early doors goal. Excellent goal there. Well played, Skylar Higgins. She's gone back. She was up front last week. She's dropped back into central midfield this week, but she advanced forward there into the attack. Defenders came out and she just slid it under Monique Pinkovitz to give Riverside the lead after 9 minutes. Riverside 1, Glenorchy 0. It's just the 3rd goal of the season for Riverside. And as I said earlier, first time they've been ahead in a game. Skylar Higgins after 9 minutes. Excellent start for the home side. So this they played 5 at the back earlier in the season. It wasn't really working. They didn't seem to know, a lot of the defenders didn't seem to know where they were expected to be. They've gone back to the 4-4-2, and it does seem to be working a lot better for Riverside. And as I say, Higgins was supposed to be up front with Connolly today, but dropped back into midfield after the injury to Layla Brewster. So Zahara Bremmel is now playing up front with Connolly, but Higgins with the early goal. Child. Bremmel. Connolly can't control, and Higgins again. Trying her luck. And I can report that Evika Belenija is not a happy coach. Pinkovitz with the goal kick. Knights looking to build again. Pressure on the back four from Connolly. It's a nice run by Ebony Pitt. Full centre back. But Riverside win the ball. Eva Fidel. She's lost it though. Looking to play in Swan now. Now they've gone towards Brown. Won by Annie Reedsburg, but the glasses are off. She's got them back on again. Very gutsy playing football with glasses. Done it once, won't ever do it again. But she says she doesn't like contacts. Knights on the attack. Brown can't stick. And Fuller comes away with it. Up the line towards Bramall. Bramall will see it all the way through, put pressure on the goalkeeper. That's Zara McLeod at left back. Pressure from Zahara Bramall. But Knights come away with it. It's good work that. Diafakeris. Reitsma. And here's Grazie Byers. Plays it out to the right wing. This is Summer Neal. Up towards Eve Swan. Swan just turns and goes. Fearless she is. Cross comes over. Can't convert. Reach the far post and it's finished. Nice finish that. Set up by Eve Swan. It's 1-1. Lovely goal. Cross towards the centre. Couldn't be converted in the middle. Reached the far side. Buried. 1-1. Waiting for it to turn round. Number 3. That was excellent finish. Bronte Gadden. After 13 minutes, Gadden makes it 1-1. Nice finish. Kept her composure, Bronte Gadden. So, 14 minutes in, we've already had 2 goals. Goal apiece.
Pressure!
It's Gadden again. Out to Summer Neal. Whips the ball in towards Jemima Brown. And Swan's quick to pounce. But the ball breaks nicely to Skylar Higgins, Riverside goal scorer. Looking to play it down the channel towards Bramall. But tidied up at the back by Sarah Bologna, Knights captain. Knights build again through the left back, Zara McLeod. We're in rainbow tape around her knees today. Nice play by Gadden. Down the left, this is Diafakeris. It's good defending. Gadden very much playing in the number 10 role behind the front 3 and playing it very well. Looking to release the 2 wingers with Brown up top, the leading goal scorer in all competitions with 8 goals. 14, so 19 goals between these front 3. Contrast that to Riverside, who are now on 3 as a whole team. Also got Charlotte Butler on 4. She's on the bench today. Left wing corner towards Eve Swan. Header, saved, put onto the crossbar. Great save that. Swan got the header. Hernandez got a hand to it onto the crossbar. Made her own luck. Score stays 1-1. Good header that by Swan. One of two very young players on his side, only 15. Apparently Eve Hughes, also 15. Fernandez with the goal kick.
Yeah, first two. Yes, mate.
Connolly trying to pick it up, but Knights get it. Nice ball inside. Here's Diafakeris coming in off the right. Squared and tapped in. They've swapped wings. Diafakeris crossed it over. Eve Swan put it in. Nice goal that. But I was talking about them swapping sides. Hadn't even noticed them do it. And Diafakeris set it up for Eve Swan. 16 minutes gone. Riverside 1, Glenorchy 2. Swan with her first goal of the game.
Heads up, River.
After 16 minutes.
Where we win it, there's where we win it. Yes, well done. We don't want to hit it in the middle there, girls. We want to get control. And
this is Swan again. Taking a defender on. Swan coming in down the left. Bit of a heavy touch, and Hernandez comes out to claim. Out towards the left, towards Eva Fidel. Ball breaks to Estelle Tompkinson, looking for Fidel again. Tompkinson, that's up towards Bramall. But Knights win it. Good clearance there by Amy Littlechild. There's no Hannah Connolly in the Riverside side today. She's currently on a European vacation. She was in Paris last week, and I noticed this morning she changed her Facebook profile to a picture in... where was it? Monte Carlo. Who would want to go to Monte Carlo when you could be at Riverside?
That's okay, thank you.
Knights with the throw in on the halfway line. All the way through to Littlechild. Up towards Conley. Controls it. And looks it over the top. Alleged to have handled, so it's a free kick. I made the point to Ivica Bologna about how good the front three is and what an embarrassment of riches he's got there, and he replied that they've got three in the waiting. Ella McConnon, Charlotte Butler and Eve Hughes, who arrived from South Hobart, are all itching to get into that front line, so they've got real competition for places up front. It really helps that they're getting goals from throughout the team. And in addition to that, Bronte Gadden scoring today as well, so very prolific in front of goal. Glenorchy. This is Diafakeris. Cutting in from the right. Not afraid to take a player on. Square ball. This time it's defended. Back to Diafakeris.
Yes, it's ours. Stay positive. Stay positive.
Great story, Diafakeris. Apparently she had 2 years off with what Bologna's called a significant knee injury, an ACL injury. 2 years out. She came back towards the end of last season, and she's been fantastic this season. She's renewed players, one of these players that debuted very young. She made her debut in the WSL with Zebras when she was still an under 14. Very, very young to be playing state league football, but excellent player, and already on 6 goals this season, scored at Devonport last week. Become Riverside again. This is Fidel. Can't find Conley or Bramall. Annie Wietzma. Cleared by Littlechild. Again, they're looking for Diafakeris, and she's won it. On the right. Nice ball that. Excellent interchange with Bayers. Here's Diafakeris. Littlechild wins it. Go Ames is a shout from the bench. Summer Neal kicks it out of play. Yes, very prolific, this Glenorchy side. If you get the chance, I'd recommend watching the highlights of their round 6 game against Kingborough, which finished 5-3. Magnificent game of football, which you have to feel a bit sorry for Kingborough. who had scored 3 lovely goals in that game, but ended up losing. They were still level on 90 minutes, but Diafakaris completed her hat-trick in injury time. Magnificent game of football with 8 excellent goals. This is Bologna advancing out of the defence. Finds a fullback. Nice play that. Here's Summer Neal. Again looking for Diafakaris down the right wing, but that's going to roll out of play. Both coaches yesterday when we did the FT press conference were talking about how quickly Knights move the ball. I think they both use the expression fast ball movement, and they're slick one-touch play is a joy to watch. But here come Riverside. Skylar Higgins again, the goal scorer. Higgins looking towards Bramall. Can't make it stick, but Riverside win a throw on the right-hand side in front of their tuck shop. Throw to be taken by Eloise Sorman. Looking for Bramall, back to Sorman. Can't work it through to the strikers. Goes out to play for a goal kick for Monique Pinkovitz. And again, they're looking for, that's going to be way offside. Diafakaris, it's not given.
That's all right. We cover the middle. Stay closer.
Must have missed something there. It looked offside to me. Anyway,
Close up.
play goes on.
Well
This is
done.
Bays. Back to Bologna, advancing upfield.
Please, marking.
Shot from distance. That was Emma Christie having the shot from distance, but Hernandez was equal to it. Riverside with a back four all in a line there. But they run into each other, that doesn't help. They do get the throw in though. There's the back four all standing on the halfway line there. Although I think that's Kathleen Fuller advancing to take the throw. Looking for Rietzma. Flick header goes nowhere. Riverside win it again. That's Fuller. Will take the throw again. Fielded in goal in a recent game. Kathleen Fuller, I think it was against Devonport when Hernandez was sent off. Fuller went in between the sticks. She has been a goalkeeper before. Came from London United. Here's Meg Conley from distance. Conley, just wide. Seen her score from there before. She scored a lovely goal against South Hobart from the same sort of distance last season. Excellent effort that. Just off target. Had the keeper chasing back. Best barista in Launceston is Meg Conley. If you get the chance, get down to Albies Espresso of East Launceston. Mention Football Tasmania, see if you get a discount. Nice play this from Knights. They do play the ball out nicely from the back. Lovely play from Christie to create a bit of space and to look towards Swan on the left wing. Putting pressure on Kathleen Fuller, but well played, Fuller. Yeah, she's won the ball and she's won the throw. Good play that from Kathleen Fuller against the lively Swan. Don't get many Swans down at Windsor Park. We get plenty of turbo chooks over the far side. Not so many since they've been doing that redevelopment over there. Which I can tell you is, I was talking to the Riverside president, Stuart McCarran. He said that's a $2 million project over the back there to drain the second pitch and level it, which is ongoing works. They get excellent support here from West Tamar Council, support this complex. And so that 2 million, McCarran told me, 1.5 million has come from West Tamar Council and $500,000 from the state government to pay for that pitch and some futsal courts at the end there. So it'll be an excellent resource when it's finished. Should be done by the end of the season, hopefully. They're currently using the back pitch at the Christian school at the back here, but that's got a cricket square in the middle of it, which isn't ideal. Here's Knights attacking down the right, but cleared by Annie Reitsma for a corner. So yes, they do use the second pitch out the back here, behind the trees away to our left, for some of their Northern Championship reserve games. This is a Knights corner. I'd love to be able to tell you who's taken it, but I'm afraid I can't see that corner. Corner from the right wing. Knocked it over, all the way through. Connolly trying to get it for Riverside, but no, it's won by Swan. Bayers. Fellow like Christie. Christie's the 10, Bayers the 18. And it was Summer Neal who took that corner, back in vision. Right back. Both these sides very, very young. A lot of young players out there. There's not many older players in the Women's Super League. Quite a rarity. A lot of teenagers.
Weeds in front. There's the hurry. You just got to shuffle across.
This will be picked up by Zara McLeod, the left back.
That's it.
Played in field to Bayers.
Yeah. Eva, closer. Closer.
Back to Ebony Pitt.
Yeah, still.
Up the line
Closer.
to Diafakeris. Nice 1-2.
Well done, Ames. Good cover. We've got to be
Gadden
closer.
in that number 10 role. It's not much to Gadden. She's short, but she plays a lovely pass. Excellent weight on her passes. Summer Neal with the throw, I think.
So narrow. I don't know.
Diafakeris. Square ball tucked in. Nice goal that. 3-1. So Riverside have gone 3-1 down to Glenorchy. Excellent goal that. Diafakeris coming in from the right, squared it over, and it's Bronte Gadden again. 28 minutes, scored on 13, scored again on 28. That's 3-1 to Glenorchy Knights over Riverside. Hernandez, no chance. Nice square ball from Diafakeris. And an excellent finish. And again, they're looking for Diafakeris on the right wing. Well defended by Riverside. This is Annie Reitsma now. Back to the goalkeeper, Hernandez. Always happy to come outside her box. Looking up towards Meg Connolly, can't take it. Reitsma. No, neither of them go for it. And Diafakeris pounces and played through. Is it onside? Keeper comes out and an excellent save. No offside given. Another one that looked a bit dodgy, but not given. Diafakeris looking over at the linesman, but no indication of offside. Twice now she's got in behind them. Glenorchy once again patiently building from the back. This is Summer Neal looking for Diafakeris down the right wing, but it'll go out of play for a Riverside throw.
Control. Yes.
This is Connolly.
Yes.
Goes over the top, but there's nobody there.
Weeds on 8.
Playing the ball to where she would normally be.
Yes, Phil.
There's a chance for Riverside. Zahara Bramall trying to pounce. The keeper's way outside her box.
Yes, Eva.
put the pressure on, but that's very composed play from Knights. Under a bit of pressure, and they've just walked the ball out beautifully. The press was there, but they played through it nicely. This is Swan. Swan cuts inside, looking for Brown or Diaphikeris, can't find either, and Rietsma puts her body in the way. Swan now, cutting back on her right foot, goes for goal, long range, over the top. Half an hour gone here at Windsor Park. Riverside 1, Glenorchy Knights 3. Skylar Higgins for Riverside, Bronte Gadden's got 2, and Ede Swan 1 for the Knights. Knights looking to build on their 13 points for the season. They would edge within 2 points of South Hobart with a win today. South Hobart having lost at Lonnie United earlier in the day. Once again, Knights building patiently out the back. Summer Neal right down in front of us. But Diaphikeris is on the right wing. And wins the ball again. Gosh, she's a battler. It's inside, and she's away. Square ball finds nobody. Rietsma for Riverside. Looking up towards Bramall. That's a good header though. Ebony Pitt. She wanted it more. And Gadden takes possession. In towards Brown. Ball laid back. Sorman battling hard for Riverside. Bologna. Christie and Bologna. A lot of the play starts with the skipper at the back, the number 4. Very cultured centre back. It's on the attack. Brown out towards Eve Swan. Gets those legs moving, cutting in from the left. Swan, she's got Diaphikeris to aim at. Swan cuts into the box. Cleared by Amy Littlechild. And Knights come again. Long range shot goes wide.
If you're going to cut in like that, you have a shot or you pass the ball.
Evika not happy, growling a bit at Swan. Wants to see a pass or a decent shot. Second ball, yeah, Riverside, because at the moment Knights are winning every second ball.
Come on, stay positive. Stay positive. We're getting drawn to the ball. Remember the space. Remember the space. Let's go. I can rest it.
Emil Fidel not happy. I don't know if he's growling at his players or the referee.
Yes.
On Riverside again.
Yes.
Bramall turns and goes, but that will run through to Pinkovitz. Finally resorting to the long ball over the top, Riverside. But their goal came from intricate play through the middle. Nice play from Neil, but she then gives the ball away. Little Child gets it for Riverside, but straight out of play. A few mistakes creeping in from both sides. It's Neil to Diaphikeris. Gets the one-on-one shout from her bench. Here's Neil again. Diaphikeris wins a corner. Summer Neil will take. 10 minutes to half time here at Windsor Park. Still a lovely evening. It's not too cold. No sign of any rain. Neil with the corner.
And we're up!
Goes deep. Heads go up. Swanee with the header. She's not the tallest Swan, but she's won 2 or 3 of those headers. Impressive for a
Go
15-year-old.
girls! Go River! Stay positive! Try and hit a corner! If not,
Stay positive, says Emil Fidel to his Riverside players. As they should. They're
yes, Dave.
3-1 down, but they're playing okay. They're still in this game.
Okay.
Long way to go.
Sit in.
Still got an hour to go, I reckon.
Then don't get drawn to the thrower.
Christie. Nice turn, but then Connolly wins it and wins the free kick. Dropping deep to get more possession is Meg Connolly. Playing more as a number 10 than a striker at the moment, which leaves Bramall up top by herself. Fidel is supporting her. Not getting much change out of this defence. They're well organised Knights in defence. Nice play this. Well played by Reitsma. Ball out to the right to Connolly. Looking for Bramall but can't reach her. And Knights win possession and counter. It's up the line towards Swan. Swan, Brown and Diafakeris. The front three lined up against the back four of Riverside there. Very clear. Middle three of Bayers, Christie and Gadden also having excellent games tonight. All very influential so far. Reitsma with the header for Riverside. Goes out for a throw-in midway through the Knights half, under that far floodlight. And that's offside. Yes, excellent facility down here at Windsor Park. With the will soon be 3 pitches, and they're even talking about making a 4th with the space away to our right. We've got the cricket ground right behind us, which we share this press box with, and beyond that is the football ground. It's an excellent complex. West Hamar Council should be praised for what they've set up here. Pitt leading the ball out. Finds Christie, and back to goalkeeper Pinkovitz, and back to Pitt. Into Gadden. But that looks like they've lost it there, and they have. But Connolly adjudged to have fouled Christie there.
My goodness.
By referee Lockhart. I don't think Emil Fidel agreed with that decision. And the Knights start again. I think the Riverside approach is not to press too tight and then pounce when they get it about here. Knights are just ruling possession at the moment. And down the line towards Diafakeris. Good ball that. Cutting in from the right. Gets the crossover. Chance. Good save, Hernandez. That was Brown with the chance. Yet to threaten goal tonight, Brown. Already 8 to her name across all competitions.
Yeah, not centre! Not down the middle!
Not down the middle, says Fidel. Clearly wants to go out towards the wings.
To it! Yes,
Connolly wins possession. Nice that. Here goes Skylar. Ball through towards Zahara Bramall. With those long legs, racing down the right flank. Plays it back towards Eloise Sorman.
Yes, Daisy.
Daisy Barber goes across and wins the ball against the dangerous Swan. Nice play, Barber. And Riverside attack again. Sorman. Oh, it's still just a kick and hope at the moment. Need to get the ball out to those wingers. Next pass. So this is when they pounce. And they nearly won possession, but Diafakeris has won it. Straight past Little Child. Cutting in from the right flank. Barber again. But Diafakeris has gone round her. Gets a crossover. Good defending that, Daisy Barber. Well done. This will be another throw, another corner rather, to be taken by Summer Neal, right side. And she's a right footer outswinger. Five minutes to half time. Glenorchy 3-1 up. Neal takes it. Heads go up. Cleared by Riverside. Neal again. Good play that. Gets the crossover. Good goalkeeping, but it's cleared and over the top. Riverside survive. Shot came in there from Baez. The long black hair. Riverside take it short to Little Child. Back to Hernandez. She didn't really want that. Little Child might need a hoof here. They've given it away. It's Baez. To Christie. Now they've lost it. This is Connolly.
I want you driving forward here, not backwards.
Trying to find Bramall. Ball goes all the way back to Pinkovitz. Taken a while. Gets away with it. Neal. That went out of play. And it's a throw into Riverside.
Emma, you're driving backwards too often. I want you to drive forwards with the ball.
It's still Tompkinson to take the throw for Riverside. Connolly picks it up. Fidel can't win it. Sorman gives chase. That's a nice play by Knights. Zara McLeod over there at left back. Works it down deep towards Swan, but this time it is offside. Head in hands from Bologna. Not happy. Who'd be a manager? Couple of minutes to half time, and Glenorchy leading 3-1. Hernandez slips over as she takes a free kick, but gets a fair bit of distance. But Knights just return play. Barber trying to win it, but here's a chance, and oh, but it's offside. Thought there was a chance for Brown, and she did find the net, but the flag was already up.
Well, let's remember what. Exactly, still. We're kind of falling into the trap. Yeah, we'll play our way.
Amy Littlechild to take this for Riverside midway through their half.
Yes, Annie. Second
Annie
ball.
Wietzmer with the header.
Go, Weezy. Go, Weezy.
Sorman chases,
Run.
but Knights get it clear.
Yes, Kathleen. Next one. Yes, well done. Yes,
This will be picked up nicely now.
Yep.
Tompkinson.
Gotta go long.
Eva Fidel thinking about the chase. Pinkovitz gets it clear. Good win that by Tompkinson.
Forward, get forward, Gracie. Get forward, Summer.
I think she's hurt herself.
Jemima.
Little Child puts it out. A chance to get some treatment here for Tompkinson. I think she hurt herself with that block. Seems to be a hand injury. I think her hand got caught in the challenge. She's pretty tough. She'll play on. Nice turn that by Diafkeris. Wietzmer.
See, Danny, keep working. But I'm scared. Yes.
And away by Little Child. Here's Connolly. Doesn't stick. Nice play by Baez. Up top towards Brown. Swan coming in from the left. Plenty of numbers up top. Knights, but Riverside get it clear. The Swallows have made their usual appearance. They usually come out just before half time, I've noticed here, for these 4:45 kickoffs. There's a few of them. I think they live in this box, them and the Spiders. Here's a chance now for Diafakeris down the right wing. She's going to get there. Yes, she is. Keeper thinks about coming, goes back, and the cross clears everybody out towards the far side, and Sorman picks it up for Riverside. Knights win it again, though. Cross goes nowhere. Nice play that, picked up well by Higgins. Nice little touch. Higgins, good run this. Still going. Could have got an advantage there. In the end, a free kick on the edge of the centre circle. Nice play that by Skylar Higgins. Took it from the edge of her own box to deep inside enemy territory. Playing well tonight. Scored the early goal. Rietzma will take it. Plenty of targets, all lined up on the edge of the box. Seems to be the offside line. Rietzma goes deep. All the way through is a chance. Just wide. Couldn't see. It actually came off a defender because he's going out for a corner. Good chance that for Riverside. Would have reduced it to just a single goal at half time. Instead, they've got a corner, which Rietzma went to take it, but she's waved teammate over. Can't quite see who's taking that. Close to half time now. Riverside with the corner. Good one, that. And sure enough, header was won by Rietzma, but couldn't get it on target. Goes out for a goal kick, and the referee decides we've had enough. That's half time. So the half-time score here is Riverside Olympic 1, Glenorchy 3. Skylar Higgins put Riverside into an early lead after 9 minutes with a lovely goal, waltzed the way through the defence, but Knights have come back with 3 good goals on 13 minutes, 16 minutes and 28. 2 from Bronte Gadden, who's playing the number 10 role behind the front 3, playing very well, Gadden. I think she's probably been the best player in the first half, and Eve Swan got the other one cutting in from the flank. So at half-time here, it is Riverside Olympic 1, Glenorchy Knights 3. Join us in a few minutes for the second half.
We've made some new hires. Ooh.
I got a fresh duck coming in hot,
Introducing Macca's Korean Barbecue Dunk Range.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Welcome back to Windsor Park, Riverside, where Riverside Olympic are losing 1-3 to Glenorchy Knights as the players just make their way out for the second half. These two sides actually finished one place apart last season, albeit it was 14 points apart. Glenorchy finished in 5th place in 2025 with 23 points. They won 7 of their 18, drew 2 and lost 9. Goal difference of -13. Riverside only one place behind them, but only won 3 games. Drew 0 and lost 15. Horrendous goal difference of -69, but they finished 6th with Taruna bottom. These two sides met 3 times last season, round 5, 12 and 19. In the end, Glenorchy won all 3, but there was a lot more to the tale than that suggests. They won the first game in round 5 quite comfortably at Riverside here. Eve Swan scored 2, Soph Munnings, Jess Shreves and Addison Broadbent in a 5-1 win in round 5. Amy Littlechild responding for Riverside. The round 12 encounter also here was an excellent game. Riverside scored twice in the first half through Adelat Otto, getting both goals and went in 2-0 up, but Glenorchy turned it around second half. Elia Browning, Grazie Bayers and Addison Broadbent made it 3-2, and then the third encounter of the season was at KG5, and Glenorchy won the game 2-0. Jemima Brown and Diafakeris on target. So they won all 3 games. Plenty of goals, as we were saying earlier, across the side. Jemima Brown finished their top scorer last season with 10, and Eve Swan 6. Whereas for Riverside, top scorer was Meg Connolly with 3. These two sides both in the middle of mini sequences. Glenorchy are currently on a run of 4 consecutive trips north. They played at Lonnie City in round 7 and won the game 5-0. They played up at Devonport last week, lost the game 1-2. They're playing at Riverside today, and they go back to Devonport next week for another league game. Just get my stopwatch ready. Whereas Riverside are in a run of 4 consecutive home games. They played South Hobart here a couple of weeks ago, Glenorchy today, Lonnie City in the next round, and then Kingborough in the round after that. 4 consecutive games all at Windsor Park before they go to Devonport in round 11. And we're underway here, second half.
Yes, face it, Weeds, face it.
Swan. Oh, there's a chance straight away. Swan set it up. Oh, that's an excellent save by the goalkeeper Hernandez to deny Bayers. Well set up by Swan. Chance within the first minute here, second half.
Gracie, good run past it. Gracie, good run past it.
Just looking to see if there's been any substitutions. Can't see anything.
Where are you going to be when you see this go?
Here's Swan for Knights. In towards Bayers.
Yeah, goes the Hara.
Back from McLeod. And Bologna and Pitt. Play the ball nicely across their back 4. Ah, there is a sub. So Innes Gadden has come on, number 14. Christie is still out there.
Oh, mate, we've suffered enough. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that.
All sorts of shenanigans going on down at the bench here. A few choice words as well. Apologies for that. Trying to work out who's gone off for Glenorchy. So we've got Innes Gadden on in the middle of the park. Christie's out there. I think Byers is out there, so I'm not quite sure yet. I'll get that to you when I know it. But anyway, Innes Gadden came on at half time. And he's right in the middle.
Get in behind. That's all right, that's all right. Still in. Keep it in. Skez, that's all right.
Zara McLeod now to take the throw for Glenorchy. Ball cleared by Skylar Higgins for Riverside. Next goal pivotal, I think, in this game. If Riverside can get it, they're still in the contest. But I think if Glenorchy get a fourth, it's probably game over. Bit of a foul there on Higgins by Ennis Gadden.
Yes, Skez, let's get in. Get in that. Please just watch the line. Yeah.
Little child to take the free kick. Beautiful, says her coach.
Yeah, let's go, Kathleen.
Here's Eve Swan.
Yes, yes, Annie.
Reedsma straight in there.
Yes, Annie. Yes, Annie.
Wins it again. Has gone off Reedsma last, I think. No,
Well done, Annie.
she wins the throw.
Yes, Weaston, space that. Try and turn side on.
Kathleen Fuller takes the throw. Sorman can't make it stick, but does get another throw in.
Yeah, let's move
Fuller
up.
will take.
Move it up.
Looking down the line. Bramall wins another throw, does she? Trying to see who's been given this one. I think it is a Riverside throw. Sorman. Ball has gone out for a goal kick to Knights. Decision given by Jamari Lockhart, the referee. He's had an excellent game so far. Hasn't had too much controversy to deal with. No yellow cards in the game yet. And here come Knights. Diafikaris lays it off. Riverside win it back. Reedsma now. Into Connolly. She's lost it. Knights pounce straight away. This is Brown. Wide right towards Diafikaris. It's done well. We'll get a crossover. It's towards Brown. Swan picks it up. Swan on the turn. Comfortable for Hernandez. It's going to be a Riverside throw.
Yeah, up. Stretch it. Let's go.
Sorman leaves it for Fuller.
Yes.
Right on the halfway line.
Yeah, let's get some control. Yeah, good turn, Skez.
Lucky that by Higgins.
It's all right.
Played well tonight.
Just be aware they're going to switch it if they go back.
That's a bit of a challenge on Sorman. Goes down from Swan.
Oh.
Not given.
1-1.
Just given as a throw, which will be taken by Zara McLeod with a rainbow tape round her knee. This is Swan. Swan wins the free kick. Wide on the left. To be taken by Ebony Pitt. Pitt right-footed, wide on the left. Very deep towards the far post, and it's in. Nice finish that. I think it was Baez, got the final touch. Oh, there's a bit of confusion here. Goal isn't definite yet. I think it was Baez who put it in. It's goal. Yes, it is. 4-1 Glenorchy. Start of the second half. And Glenorchy go 4-1 up from the free kick. I think it was Graziella Baez who scored that.
Yeah, good ball, and yes, let's go, Skez! On that!
Up with the girl!
Yes, go, Weez! Weez, don't worry about the inside! On the outside, yes! pressure all fucking... It's been 5 months of this. They've regressed. How does that work?
Riverside throw wide on the right. Get another chance now. And well, just getting confirmation that it was Baez who scored that goal. 53 minutes. Bontigadden 2, Swan and Baez the goal scorers. And 4-1 now to Glenorchy. But it's a Riverside corner. Yes.
So you've got anyone you can borrow?
Looks like Knights are close to making some substitutions. It's a chance for Higgins, turns. Good save by the keeper, Pinkovitz, goes out for another corner. A few of the Knights substitutes appear to be close to coming on, down in front of us.
Attack this. Yeah, attack this.
Deep corner from Riverside. Header is one, keeper can't hold on to it. Might have been Daisy Barber winning that header. Yeah, and Knights currently deciding who they're going to take off. They're asking Diafakeris how she is. I think she gave them the thumbs up. Riverside win it back. This is Sorman. Nice turn that. Rietzma. Here's Connolly.
Yeah, go Zahara.
Sorman looking for Bramall. Little child. Yet to see one of the Connolly's trademark runs yet so far tonight. And here come the Knights substitutions. So Eve Swan is coming off. 13 and 11 is Edie Tracy and Eve Hughes. And 8 was the other player going off, Zara McLeod. So Eve Tracy. Diafakeris has gone left wing. So I imagine one of those two subs has just gone right wing. I'm trying to work out which one it is. But Riverside come away with the ball. Let's play this. Higgins again. She's done well. Ball over the top towards Connolly. Can't quite reach her.
Stay right. That's it. Don't worry. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Zahara, that's you. Yes, Weez. Now.
Nice play this down the left flank.
Yes. Well done, Kathleen.
Well played there, Summer Neal, but Riverside defend it well.
Well done. Yep, up corner. Get wide corner. Oh my goodness. What? Can they hear me?
So Eve Hughes has gone out to the right wing to replace Swan. Eve Hughes scored 2 goals against Launceston City recently. Another source of goals for this goal-laden team. This is Sarah Bologna for Knights.
Sahara!
Again, Knights advance outfield with the ball. Very comfortable with it. But in comes Barber to win the possession. Seems to know when to pounce forward. Very much like Will Prince for the men's side here at Riverside. Plays centre back and just knows when to attack the ball and when to stand off. This is Ines Gadden working the ball back to her defence. once again, it comes to the feet of Bologna to advance forward.
Yes.
She plays it to a left back.
Sahara, you
Summer
got to
Neal.
work that. And it's hard. I know, but once the
This
ball
is
comes
Diaf
back,
Keres.
you've got to follow her.
And it's offside.
Follow and apply some pressure.
There's a bit of an argument going on here between Coach Fidel and Zahara Bramall as to when she should press and when she should hold off.
Providing a 2v1 in the middle and then wear out.
But they're going okay, Riverside. They're not getting overrun like they have done in recent games. The last game I commentated here was against Launceston United. That finished 14-0, and it could have been twice that. It was painful viewing. They're much, much better now. Certainly better since they've gone to 4 at the back, which I think changed after that game.
Go, Kimberly, go! Go! Stop watching!
This is Diaf Keres down the left for Knights into the penalty area. Chance on her right foot, but saved by the keeper. Hernandez back to Diaf Keres and then over the bar. Riverside also having made a substitution, I think, at half-time. I think Kim Jackson is on, number 13. So they're playing Zahara Bramall up top. Sorman and Jackson, I think, are the wingers. Connolly in the number 10 role, and Skylar Higgins just behind her. Nice turn. They do play the ball to feet very nicely. This is Diaf Keres in towards Brown against Barber. Brown's going to get a shot in. Drags it across goal. Good strength there from Barber. Force the error. Just gone past the hour mark here at Windsor Park. Still a fair few spectators over the far side. Riverside can't keep possession. They can't play it out as tidily as Knights do. There's Little Child. Reitsma. But still Knights come at them. Shot from distance goes wide. Looks like Knights are about to make another sub. Halfway line down in front of us. We've already brought on Ines Gadden, Eve Hughes. I think Evie Tracy came on.
Fight for this. Well done. Get where you score. Don't worry about her.
Knights on the attack. Nice this.
Yeah, Kathleen first. We go. Yeah.
Baez, but good tackle that. Kathleen Fuller on Diaf Keres and concedes a corner. Not going to make a change on a corner. Left wing corner this for Knights. Plenty of movement in the box. Good corner. Comes out to the edge of the box. Shot from distance, just wide. Shot coming in there from Ines Gadden. And here comes substitution. Yes, it's going to be Charlotte Butler coming on. She's already scored 4 goals this season. I think this is Diaf Keres coming off. Yeah, she's played well. Didn't get on the score sheet today. A good performance, swapping flanks with Eve Swan throughout the evening. And Charlotte Butler has come on in her stead.
Go, Zahara. Go on.
So 2 of the front 3 has changed for Knights.
Yeah, that's
Brown and Diaf Keres gone off.
it. Perfect.
Here come Riverside. Here's Connolly.
Sahara, go on. Go on, we step. Steph!
Trying to find Zahara Grammel, but it's a thankless task for her up top. She's not getting much of the ball.
Yes, up! Kimberly!
And once again, Glenorchy take possession. Don't get the possession stats, but I imagine it's heavily in favour of the team in blue tonight. And they've won a free kick as well. Just inside the Riverside half, over the far side, close to the Olympic clubhouse. No, it's a throw-in. This is Baez, controls the ball nicely. And again, it gets played across the back four. Here's Bologna. Got the full-back option, but she's going to go further than that. Bologna deep into opposition half. Trying to find her winger. Hughes. Oh, it was offside. Sorry, that was Charlotte Butler. She was trying to find there, but she was offside. So a free kick to Riverside. Does love to stride out from centre-back position, Bologna. Creates a lot of, seems to be the rock of a lot of their attacks.
Yes. Flick, go, 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 go. On the 5.
Go,
Yes,
says
Zahara.
Emil Fidel.
Kimberly,
And Zahara
you're up.
Grammel
Next
chasing.
pass. Stay on 13, yeah?
All the way back to Pinkovitz.
We're on.
But they keep the ball well. Very tidy, Emma Christie.
Now out
And
wide.
again across the back
Meg's
four.
got you. Meg's
Pitt
got you.
to Bologna. Summer Neal if she needs her. And plays it out to her. Summer Neal into the opposition half. Neal down the line. Nice ball that. Charlotte Butler cutting in from the left. And a great chance here. Goes with the right foot curler just over the top from Baez. Good move that. Right across the park. Across the back four. Down the left flank. Inside. Baez gets the shot just over the bar. You can see why this side scores a lot of goals. Riverside struggling to keep hold of the ball.
Don't get drawn to the ball. Don't get drawn to the ball. That's all you've got to do. Yeah, now you're right. No, Dave, first two, yeah.
You see Barber defending here. Done well against Brown. Ball gets back to Baez. Out comes Little Child. Out for a Knight's throw. Few cries for a foul throw there, not given. This is Ines Gadden. Down the right. Ball back towards Baez. Shot comes in. Hernandez saves, but she's dropped it. And goal is scored. Trying to work out who got the final touch there. Mistake by Hernandez. Cross came in. She couldn't hold on to the ball. Dropped it. And I think Brown pounced. She's been close to getting a goal all night, and she's finally got one. Yes. Jemima Brown with her first goal of the night. 9th of the season. 22 minutes gone, midway through the second half. It's now 5-1 to Glenorchy. Substitution here for Riverside. Jazz Blanche coming on for Zahara Grammel. I think that's Riverside used all their substitutions now. They only had 2 on the bench to start with. Really lacking in depth here at Riverside. They haven't got a Northern Championship women's side. Really need to get the numbers up. So any injuries now, and they're going to finish the game with less than 11, which is what happened here against South Hobart. I think they finished that game with 9 players. There's 2 limped off towards the end. Really need to get more strength in depth if they can. They've got the whole of the West Tamer to draw from. You think of the size of places like Exeter and Lagana, especially Lagana now with its new school. Plenty of talent coming through in these places. and could do with boosting their numbers. With the third Launceston women's team in the statewide competition, it's
Sit in, don't chase the player.
numbers are thin for all three sides.
Yep, that's it.
This is Summer Neal for Knights. And down the line towards Charlotte Butler. Butler skipping in, gets into the box. Still going, Charlotte Butler. Gets the ball back. This is Neal again. Goes back onto her right, gets a crossover. Away by Rietsma. Again, Riverside can't make it stick. Knights pounce. Again, Jackson unable to find Connolly. Kimberly Jackson would have come on for Ava Fidel at half time. Again, playing it around their back four.
Yes, please.
Blanche trying to put a bit of pressure on, but they played it through nicely, really nicely, to Innis Gadden.
Way too slow on the pressure. Pick it up.
Too slow on the pressure, says the coach. They seem to wait to pounce Riverside, so they let the back four bring it out like they are now. They get into the other half, and look at all this space now for Summer Neal, set up by Bologna. But well played. Riverside defend it well.
Charlotte, well done to tuck in and give her the space.
There's a few players puffing a bit out there. Well on Meg, tackle by Connolly, but given as a foul. Either him or it's either her or Sorman. I couldn't quite see who got the foul in there. Free kick to Knights just outside the box. Looks like Ebony Pitt's going to take this. Takes most of their set pieces. Could do with her height in the box, but useful right foot. Pitt, she's been taking the corners. And this favours a right footer just outside the box, slightly to the left. Ebony Pitt. Riverside with a three-player wall. Hernandez lined it up. Pitt to take. Goes for the curler, but it's beyond the far post. Not happy with that. Jogs back to centre back. 26 minutes gone, second half. Riverside 1, Glenorchy 5. Riverside playing it out. They've lost it. It doesn't reach Connolly. Sorman also trying. Back to Summer Neal. Into Pitt. Advancing forward. Baez towards Brown. Back to Bologna. Very comfortable with the ball at her feet. Out to the right wing. Riverside pounce. They've won possession but lost it again. Good defending to get rid, and it's a throw in to Knights. Thumbs up from the Knights bench for the hard work. This is 14 in Innis Gadden. Back to Bologna. Nice play. Pitt. Nice ball in towards Brown. Pitt keeps going. But Riverside clear. Can't make it stick. In comes Rietsma. Tough tackle there, but Knights get possession. Something for Jazz Blanche to chase. Ploughing a lone furrow up forward. Sorman tries to pressure Neal, but they keep possession. Knights. Here goes Neal again. This is down left wing, down to Charlotte Butler. She's Made a big impact since she came off the bench, but runs that ball out of play. For a goal kick to Riverside. Minutes to go here at Windsor Park. Couldn't quite make the ball reach Jackson, but she's turned and will she get there? No, it's gone out for a throw-in. Both Riverside subs are on. This is Blanche. Nice turn that from Brown. Long way out, Brown feeds it out to the right wing. Cross comes in, but Hernandez saves. Done okay tonight, Hernandez. One mistake led to Brown's goal. Largely can't be blamed for the other ones. Made a sensational save in the first half onto the crossbar. Made her own luck. Been kept busy. This is Brown. Holds the ball up nicely, Brown. Plays it back towards Ebony Pitt. Tries to play it back in towards Brown or Baez. Out comes Hernandez. Very commanding. You can hear her as well. There's a real American accent when you listen to the games here at Riverside. Very vocal keeper. This is Bologna. Neil. Brown. It does turn very nicely, but the ball gets loose, and again it's just a long ball up top towards Blanche.
Now drop back. Don't go to the...
Christie. Nice ball that. Christie feeds it in. Here's a chance moving in from the right, just over the bar. That was from Eve Hughes, cutting in on the right wing. High praise from the bench for that move. So it looks like Hughes is playing now left wing. Gadden on the right.
Yeah, go on. Go, Skiz.
This is Skylar Higgins, but the ball runs out of play.
That's all right.
Summer Neal takes a throw for Knights. Up front towards Butler. Free kick given against Reitsma. Not agreed by the Riverside bench, but I think the ref's saying high foot. Reitsma drops the head, runs back. Knights play through the middle. Here's Reitsma again, and she's won it. Got Connolly next to her, uses her. Connolly out to Sorman. Needs an overlap. Gets one. But Knights are ready for it. Here's Higgins. Loses out. Bologna runs the ball out of play. Summer Neal, right in front of the commentary box. Looks a bit of a dodgy throw, but it's allowed. Baez plays it off to Ellis Gadden.
Are you sure? Yeah. Thank you.
Tracy.
Thank you.
Riverside assistant coach Tornado Tim West goes and gets that last ball. Flying winger himself is Timmy. He's Bologna now. Pitt strides out with possession. Very comfortable on the ball, both the centre backs for Knights. Here's Here's Bologna now. Nice play, finds Summer Neal. Cross comes in.
Charlotte, well tapped this. Summer, well done.
Another nice move. Comes to nothing, but geez, they look good.
Higher. Yes, next. Jazz control.
Here's Jazz Blanche. Can't quite control it, but it does get back towards Knights take possession. Nice ball that. Up that inside. This is Innisgadden. Back for Emma Christie. Christie again. Bologna advances past her striker effortlessly. This is Summer Neal. Good defending. Daisy Barber again. Riverside's best player for me. Sorman. Still going. Christie. Tracy. Nice. Good move this. Cutting in from the right from Glenorchy. Laid back. Trying to get the tackle in Riverside. That's Brown on the turn. Brown gets a shot in. Brown scores. Lovely turn. She's been doing that all night. Collects the ball with her back to goal. Swift turn. Gets the shot away. Hernandez no chance. Brown's second. Glenorchy's sixth. Glenorchy 6, Riverside 1.
Such good maturity to hold the ball away. Jem, fantastic finish.
Yeah, fantastic finish, says the coach. He's not wrong. Jemima Brown now with 2 goals. Bronte Gadden scored 2 in the first half. I think she's since gone off. Oh. And Eve Swan has got a goal. Turn that. Knights on the attack again, cutting in from the right. Here's Brown on a hat-trick. Back to Baez. Always out for a goal kick. This is Summer Neal. Shot from distance but easy for Hernandez. Nice play that from Summer Neal, looking for her wingers but can't quite reach them. The ball will go back to Hernandez. Oh, that's dangerous. Sure enough, it's reached the middle. It's a shot from distance, but Hernandez is going to get back. Shot coming in there from Innisgadden. To go, Riverside 1, Glenorchy 6. Glenorchy's quite comfortable, really. Said earlier that they'd scored at least 5 goals on 6 occasions. Well, it's now 7. Very very free scoring side this. Little child clears. Sorman gives chase. Bologna's too composed.
Step!
And Pitt nearly loses it to Blanche. Gets away with it. Bologna. I'd love to know how many times Bologna has passed to Summerhill tonight. It's been a regular source. Down the line to Charlotte Butler. Cuts inside, wins a free kick, edge of the box.
That's in the box. No, it's not. Dad, it's out of the box by about 4 meters. That's all right.
Glenorchy trying to suggest that's in the box.
The box
I don't
is in
think
line with me, Dad.
referee Jamari Lockhart is agreeing with them, so it looks like it's a free kick just outside. Ebony Pitt runs over to take it, and she has done most of the evening. Pitt to take again, 3 players in the wall for Riverside.
Tuck in a little bit. Play three. Yeah, yes, just yep.
Pitt will take. Charlotte Butler runs away. Pitt right-footed towards the far post. Over everybody, goes out for a goal kick. Yes, it looks like Knights have pushed Sarah Bologna up forward. Yes, she's right on the edge of the Riverside box, and they're playing 3 at the back now. Going for a few more goals if they can. This is Meg Connolly. They feel there's not too much threat up front from Riverside, and they can afford another player in the middle. This is Blanche, picks it up, can't stick. Jackson can't get it either. But now Riverside attack. Here's Jackson. Knights deal with it comfortably. O'Neill, that pull back, right into the middle. Ines Gadden, out to 13, Edie Tracy. Edie, rather. Right. They do keep possession very tidily. There's Bologna, releases the right wing. Cross comes over, Brown slips.
Good.
But they keep possession. Neil. Repossessed very, very nicely. Through Gadden. Christie. Gadden. They have dominated the middle of the park tonight. Knights.
Other way. Jemima, show feet. Go forward in.
Nice play that from Emma Christie. It's a thumbs up from the bench. And Knights earn themselves a throw-in. 10 yards in from the Riverside touchline. Ines Gadden. Cross comes in. A slice there. Riverside get away with it. But it's another Knights throw. Left wing, deep in Riverside territory. Summerhill. Barber wins it. Thorman. Comes out to Neil. Inside for Gadden. Christie looking for the winger, doesn't reach her. Here's Skylar Higgins now for Riverside. Done well, but can't quite make a pass out to the left wing. Jackson and Blanche on their heels a bit.
Weez, just stay now. Too much distance.
And Knights, that's a lovely ball inside the full-back towards Charlotte Butler. Keeper comes a long way and just gets there. Here's a chance now for Blanche. Go on, Jazz, says the coach. Can't make it stick. That was Eva Fidel. I think I said she'd gone off. No, she's still out there.
Yeah, we on this. Yeah, Meg.
Right, there's a chance for Riverside. This is Higgins again. He's going alone. Higgins, I think that was going in. Deflected wide for a corner. Good run that from Higgins.
Make this last one count. Yeah, Eva, get in there. Marking no one. What's the point? Get in.
Which calls for more players to get in the box.
Eva,
Knights are
get
leaving
in.
2 players up, so Riverside have 2 defenders.
Oh,
Corner comes
boy.
in. Bit of pinball in the box. It's going to come out to Fidel. She's done well. Readsman now? No. Barber. Ball goes wide for a goal kick to Glenorchy as we enter into stoppage time. 3 seconds of normal time remaining. Here we go into injury time now. Knights bring the ball out comfortably, using the keeper and Summer Neal. Let's play that from Christie. And now Eve Hughes all over the top, but Hernandez should get that. Uses the chest. Very cool that. And finds Eva Fidel. Up the line towards Blanche. Can't make it stick. That was Bologna. Gibson goes. Bologna on the chase, but that's going to go in towards Brown. Good defending in the end by Riverside. Works the ball out for a corner. Which inevitably means Ebony Pitt charging over. Taken by Pitt, goes deep. Bit more pinball. But Skylar Higgins tidies up and wins a goal kick. Played well, Higgins. I still think Daisy Barber's been Riverside's best player tonight, centre of defence. But Higgins has been a strong force through the middle and scored the goal. So many choices for Glenorchy. Brown scored 2 towards the end of the game. Bronte Gadden 2 in the first half. Swan and Diafakeris were excellent. But so too Bayes and Christie in the middle of the park. And there is the final whistle. Referee Jamari Lockhart calls time, 2 minutes into stoppage time. Final score, Riverside 1, Glenorchy 6. Riverside took the lead early doors through Skylar Higgins, but Glenorchy really didn't look back from then on. Scored 6 goals, 2 each for Jemima Brown and Bronte Gadden. Each one also on the score sheet. An excellent performance, I think, from Glenorchy, but Riverside can take heart from that. They didn't get thrashed, and fresh from a few big scores in recent games, that will be a bit more encouraging for them. So final score here at Windsor Park, Riverside is Riverside Olympic 1, Glenorchy Knights 6.